Alrighty guys, this is Snugsonblitz. I think I'll entitle this video, Know Thy Enemy. Because if you've been watching my channel and more importantly, my improvement series, I've got two of them, How to Stop Being a Noob and one other series I forgot. But they are on my channel, just look for them. You'll notice that one of my concepts is knowing the good clans in your area. And likewise, you need to know the good players, but it's harder to track individual players, and it's much easier to just track good clans. In this game, I'm up against a player who knows what he's doing, and I adjust my playstyle accordingly. So let's see what happened, shall we? And I'm going to be driving this tank, the Rampanza, which I think is a great tank as it is. However, it's going to get buffed in the upcoming update. This tank is going to be crazy, but for skilled players. So there is a learning curve with this tank. Now, I've noticed something very important. First of all, they have two very good players in a platoon. How do I know this? Well, I know one of the clans, Bats. They're usually around 60% players. That's not good news. They're in the LT100 and the Leopard. So they don't have the most armor on their tanks, and my buddy's in the E50M, so that's good news. Now this KPZ, I'm not really sure what he's doing. This is very unusual positioning, and if he's not careful, he's going to get absolutely wrecked. We've got our T-54E1 sitting in the sniper spot, which can work kinda, but the Caro now is in a lot of trouble on the enemy team. He's put himself in a horrible position, and he's taking a lot of damage for it, but I am a paper-thin tank, so I've just got to be careful of my hit points here. There's the LT, and the LT is sitting back because he doesn't want to deal with an E50M. Neither would I, frontally especially. Okay, now the Leo is somewhere over here. Here's our 60 TP. If he would push on in, I would probably push with him, but he's not going to. And our 752 goes down in a ball of flames. So we've lost one tank, they've lost one tank. And there's their Type 71, who's going to be a pain as well. There's their IS-4, so he's going to prevent the push, really. Interesting gameplay, but I don't see that platoon anymore. I'm like, you know what? I think they're going to try and do something sneaky. What they're going to try and do is come around the rear. So I'm going to adjust. I'm going to leave the 60 TP and 50 M to hold that area. They should be just fine all by their lonesome. Not really lonesome, because they do have a tank supporting them. And looky what we have here. Hello, Mr. LT with no gun depression. So I know where he is, and I, on the other hand, have good gun depression. Just afraid of that Leo. Is Leo here as well? And someone's whacking him, so that's nice. Can someone whack him again? I'll just peek on over in a second. Oh, someone tracked him, so he won't be able to accelerate out of this. I track him again, and he's lost, well, not all his hit points, but a good chunk of them. I take 2 hits from my treble. Ooh, that is very nice. So I think that was the T-54E1, even though he's playing in a sniper's position, which is really not the best for him. Hey, it's working, I guess. Let's hope his stats at the end show that he contributed a lot to the team. I'm just careful of the Leo being somewhere around here, because I suspect they might be coming in together. It doesn't look like that's the case, though. Our 60 TP is just sitting there, waiting, holding. IS-4, it's gone invisible. There's the Type 71, and oh, he's pushing in. I bounced there, but I have lit him up, so 20 seconds. You're not going anywhere, bud. Ba-boom, ba-boom. It's 5v5 right now, but we should be able to take out this Type 71 lickety-split. Now, normally I'd be a lot more aggressive in this situation. But, again, I know thy enemy. I know that I don't want to underestimate the Leo and even a severely hurt LT100. There he is, and I've lit him up again, so he's going to be really annoyed with that. Okay. 7 seconds and I'll go invisible, as this tank has all sorts of camo bonuses, which is really nice. I could push in faster, but they do have an SU-12254, which has great DPM. Don't really want to deal with that. My buddy's got full hit points. He should be fine pushing on in, or at least doing something. 60 TP is sitting back as well. I'm like, well, I don't mind pushing in, but I don't really want to lead the charge because I don't want to take all the damage. I'm going to shoot the bush there. Now it's just a waiting game. I suspect the Leo is sitting back near spawn, and there it goes, Camper Leo. So I'm guessing he's been dinged a few times. Here comes the IS-4. Yeah, he's not going to survive. Unfortunately, I couldn't get that shot off. But our 60 TP does take out the IS-4. So now I feel a lot more confident that I can just push on in. I'm not really worried. I'm going to avoid this area so I don't give them any indication that I'm coming. Here I go. My buddy's full health. I'm just fine. Come on. You know you must be there, SU. Or, oh, I have been lit up. So, yep, there he is. Hopefully that was my damage. Boom, there you go. Here we go. I'm up to 1,700 and change. Can I finish him off? Couldn't pierce the armor there. That was a tough shot. But now he's pretty much a goner. Yeah, the Leo must be just sitting back in spawn area. Leo's gone. Hello, boom. And, well, swing around and he's gone. Great teamwork. This is patient, clever gameplay, if you ask me. I know this tank is going to get buffed in the upcoming update, but I don't think it's going to make a difference for most players because most players don't understand how to use the tank. But personally, I think this is a great tank as it is. Fun to play, but it's a thinking man's tank. I finished off the game with only 2,300 and change. Not my best. Could have done more if I'd wanted to, but wanted to play a little bit patient because I know that Rat's players are pretty solid players, and I figured his platoon mate was pretty good too. Seems like that's the case, but Leo, maybe a reroll account, 56%. He's solid. But this guy, he knows what he's doing. 62%, 43,000 battles. Got to be careful.
A huge shout out goes out to my Patreons. These wonderful people help keep the lights on over here so that I can keep making videos for you. If you'd like to see this channel grow, consider sending over a one-time donation. Or, if you'd prefer, you can check out my Patreon page. As you can see here, we have 3 different tiers with different perks available. My goal has been and always will be to help make you a better tanker. Here are what some Patreons had to say about working with me. You can always reach out to them and ask them their experience, or you can reach out to me if you have any questions. You can contact me at snugsonblitz@proton.me. That's also the email for any replays you may have. Anyway, let's get back to our normal scheduled programming, shall we?
So, which players have you come across that really worry you? Please let me know in the comments below, regardless of your server. Which players are you like, oh no, it's him or her or whatever. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Hope you enjoyed today's game. I'll see you next time. Snugsonblitz, out.